Sub-Zero, and I will restore the Lin Kuei. Freeze!
Okay, weirdo.
I am not a weirdo. I am Sub-Zero.
Okay.
And welcome to the show and Mortal Kombat.
Do you need some buttery stuff for to make you happy? Eat some buttery.
Yeah, actually, I kind of need some buttery,
But anyway, guys, welcome to the first episode, for the first review of the Buttery Show. Again, this is a new show. If you guys are from Morphin Network, well, fans of Morphin Network, this is a new show. We talk about movies that are popular or TV shows that are popular. And today's first is Mortal Kombat 2021, a movie that is mixed upon the movie community, the fans, and the casual audience. So yeah. So Cody from Cody House of Geek is our head producer for the show, and helping us is of course my friend Clement, aka Red Star from the Morphin Network.
Hello.
So yeah, let's get this review started. So Cody, summarize it.
Well, Mortal Kombat is pretty much about this group of warriors from Earth who are brought into a tournament on another realm to defend Earth and fight in a tournament called Mortal Kombat. And a lot of cool stuff happens, and there you go. I mean, I guess.
Yeah, so pretty much this is a remake of 1995 movie, or again, technically, it came out, I think, 95 movie. It features characters such as the movie Liu Kang, Kano, Shang Lao,
Kung Lao.
Rylot, Sub-Zero, of course, Scorpion, which were supposed to be the focus of the movie, but I'm surprised it was not. Cabal, the girl, what was the name with the
Molina.
Natara.
Oh, you said?
Melina. Yeah, there's
Molina, Natara, of course. Raiden's in here, does not do anything. And Shao Kahn. No, Shang Tsung. Shang Tsung, right?
Oh yeah, also Reptile.
And Reptile's in here too.
Reptile is in this, yeah.
Yeah, and Sonya Blade is also in this, and also Jax and Kano, which is the best part of the movie. Luke Cage is also in it, and of course Cole Young. Cole Young is in this. Well, Cole Young is a new character. Basically, he's the NPC of the movie.
And Goro.
Oh, and Prince Goro is in it too. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of characters from Mortal Kombat. So honestly, technically, it is a spoiler review. So you guys didn't watch it. Sorry, it's a spoiler review. This is what we're gonna say.
Yes, spoiler alert.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched it in the past 2 weeks, that's your fault.
Yeah, so we're not gonna summarize it because we were assuming that you already watched the movie. So okay, let's get started. So yeah, Mortal Kombat 2021. First off, Cody, what do you think about it?
Well, I gotta say, I had family over. We actually had a Mortal Kombat party, and I actually enjoyed it for what it was. It definitely is a lot better than Annihilation. I don't care what anybody says that. I know Brandon's probably watching this. He made some really blasphemous post on Facebook earlier about Annihilation being better, but we'll get to that later. Anyway, yeah, I enjoyed it. I do agree that the characters probably needed to be fleshed out a little bit more and having given more story. I think they've already said, it always seemed like Liu Kang and Kung Lao were already established characters in the movie, that they didn't have a backstory. But I thought it was great. I thought the choreography for the fight scenes, obviously the blood and stuff like that, the fatalities, they were great. And it is something I did want in a Mortal Kombat movie, even as a kid. So it is kind of a 50-50, and like in the sense that it's like it's good, but it's not fully there. So.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, dude, like the 2021 movie, it was. Before I go, Clement, I mean, what do you thought of it?
I feel like the movie was decent. but like my partner Cody, he mentioned that it's better than Annihilation. I totally agree. But there is something missing about the movie that I'm willing to discuss further as we give our thoughts on the movie. But overall, I would say, wait, can I give it out of 10 right now
Not
or
yet, not yet. That's
not yet?
in the end.
Okay, I would say I could watch it like maybe once in a while, but if I want to enjoy it, I would say a slight chance that I might want to like repeatedly watch it.
Yes. For me, the movie was okay. For people saying it's not trash, the movie is actually alright. It's actually watchable. Just sometimes the acting is kind of cringy, and sometimes the pacing is also bad.
Mhm.
The main character is not interesting. Cole Young is not interesting. Cole Young, I guess he's just supposed to be us, but that's why he's a punching bag. Technically, he is a punching bag. But honestly, it's
He's an MMA fighter. He's supposed to be a punching bag.
I know, but still, honestly, it was this movie's kind of eh. I'll say it is better than Annihilation. It is better than Annihilation. But if I would have to choose what I prefer, I would prefer 95. But this movie actually had good. It had good fighting. I'll say this: the fighting for this movie is actually, I'll say right now, it's I actually prefer it more than the original 95 film because it actually is legit good martial arts, and you had fatalities. The fatalities were beautiful. The gore was there. Everything was there. I get it before
Mhm.
back then, like they had to kind of censor it so to show to more the audience. But this one I can tell is for Mortal Kombat fans. But again, I just wish that some of the people from the games worked in this movie because I can tell it was just studio interference. But that's my thoughts.
Mhm.
Well, I do want to give my 2 cents in it. I did do my research on this movie's development, and the director is actually a really big fan of the franchise. But his way of doing this movie franchise was he was wanting to do a trilogy. So this is kind of a precursor to the tournament. Tournament's going to happen in the sequel, and I guess the last movie is going to be a post-tournament movie, which I don't know how that works, but that is what he's come on record and said. So, I mean, hopefully it's going to be a lot better next time around. But
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, like what's funny is the guy who played Sub Zero. I forgot his name, something Lim. He John
His
Lim,
name was
John Lim,
his
right?
n- Joe Taslim. No,
Yeah,
no, no. Yeah, Joe Taslim.
Joe
Yeah,
Taslim. Yeah, Joe Taslim.
yeah.
Joe Taslim. Joe Taslim is the voice, is the character played Sub Zero. So he confirmed that he signed a 4 film contract.
Mm.
So I think 4 films is gonna happen. If it happens, but I do see a trilogy. So people saying like, oh, it's reason. Well, technically there is some Mortal Kombat in this movie. It's not the actual big tournament. It's like a pre. It's like a like in boxing matches, there's always a pre-boxing of the main event
yes,
Exhibition.
exhibition.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's an exhibition match.
yeah.
Yeah.
Legit, this is an exhibition match. The real thing is the second movie,
Sequel.
and I think the third movie is gonna be like the post trauma of what happened. Like, because so maybe an Endgame style movie. I don't know. Depends.
Mm.
But
Well, what I can predict is like what you all both said, that the first movie is an exhibition, the second one will be a tournament, and if the I have a feeling the second movie is when the Earth Realm champions defeated Outworld, and when Outworld lost and retreated, we're gonna see Shao Kahn. Like Shao Kahn is considered like the end game of the Thanos in Endgame or in Infinity War, and he cannot accept the loss, so he punishes Shang Tsung and told Shang Tsung like, "Hey, we're gonna send an army, and that will lead to a third movie, that an invasion of Earthrealm from Outworld, because they just cannot accept the loss from Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
They're sore losers."
I mean, let's be honest. That's what the last attempt was. That did happen in Annihilation. This could be done so much better.
Mhm.
Do I have ambitions for the sequel to be good? I would hope that the fact that the tournament is kind of going to be the focal point of the whole thing, that it will be, and maybe we'll see some even better fatalities and a lot more screen time for certain characters. But yeah, this I can't say that this movie was a disappointment for me.
Yeah, same here. It's not a disappointment. Like some fans were like saying, "Oh, this movie is terrible." Like it's not terrible. Some of the writing is not good, but thing is, like this actually felt like a Mortal Kombat game. Like playing the game, because like again, like because keep in mind, you played the original Mortal Kombat game. It's not the tournaments is like yes, but they're in separate areas. So I like the ending where they actually made their kind of their own tournament, so like a precursor. So you saw Liu Kang versus Cabal. You saw what's her name, Molina versus
Sonya Blade. Yeah.
Sonya. You saw and then you saw Scorpion versus Sub Zero in the end. And of course that was perfect. At least I'll say this: the first 8 minutes of the movie would have been amazing already. Like if you just focus on Scorpion versus Sub Zero,
Sub-Zero.
that would marry a movie. But hey, maybe a spin off because I actually want to know what Lin Kuang and
Shirai Ryu.
this Ryu clan was. I actually want to see a spin off based on that or a prequel.
It
Yeah.
would be cool to do like a Sub-Zero and Scorpion movie, but I think that story's been told so many times. Even Machinima tried to do it with Legacy twice, right? They've done
Yeah.
it 2 times. And then we just recently got an animated film, Scorpion's Revenge. Mortal Kombat is kind of in the cusp of being one of those franchises that is kind of in an abandoned franchise because of the fact that it just doesn't seem to really be as beloved by modern kids and stuff. I've started talking to people. They just like, what's Mortal Kombat or stuff like that. Like people, it's us. What we grew up with are the ones that are the driving force for interest in this movie. So what really is it's a generation gap. I honestly think that personally, we're just kind of hoping for the best with this franchise. So hopefully Warner Brothers does give us what we want as fans. With the first 2 movies, I was perfectly fine with those as a kid. This is for the big boys. This is a not your father's or not your child's Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Plus, this film is like again, this film is for us. It's for the fans because I can tell the original one was made for his casual audience, of course, to get big, some bucks. But this one I could tell, like it was given heart. It was actually given heart. It's just the writing and it was a problem because the pacing was all over the place. Like originally, it was Scorpion or Hanzo versus Sub-Zero. Like okay, as a casual, I thought we focused on those two, right? Or the clan.
Yeah.
And now it goes to this new NPC character, Cole Young. Focus on him. He was boring. I did not like him. I'm sorry. Like
no, I didn't like him either. He was kind of a forgettable character, to be honest with you.
He was boring.
I totally forgot his name until you even mentioned it.
You should have made Liu Kang legit the main character. I don't give a shit what people are saying. He should have made Liu Kang the main character.
I mean, that's what they did in the original movie, and it seemed to work really well. He is the chosen one in the series. So
yeah, that's why when I watched this movie, I was excited for. Again, no disrespect to the guy who played Cole Young. Like he actually is a good MMA fighter. He's a good actor. His
name something Tan. I can't remember.
Yeah, he's a good actor. Actually, saw him in MX. He's a good guy. It's just you should
character.
You should focus the movie on Liu Kang. Liu Kang was so pushed in the sideline. I'm like, do you guys realize this is he's like one of the main Mortal Kombat characters? Like, heck, I get it. This is why I get this movie should have Johnny Cage. Johnny Cage is not in this movie. Keep in mind, guys. Like the original one worked because Johnny Cage was us. He was the people, the casual audience. Like, okay, what the heck is this mess I'm part of? He was basically our bridge to, That's why the first one worked because Johnny Cage was the one we relate to the guy. He's the one that was human. But no, right. Liu Kang should have been the main character. Plus, he had Ludi Lin as Liu Kang. I was excited for that, but
Oh yeah, I was too. I feel like they did a lot of these characters dirty just to shoehorn in this Cole Young. Um, he's definitely. I feel like they were trying to play it safe and trying to get away from what was 25 years ago
Yeah,
with the original.
yeah. And some of the characters too. Some of the characters did not even fit the characters from the games. Like Raiden was a pussy in this movie.
Yes.
And he was a hypocrite.
Yes.
Cannot interfere with mortals. Oh wait, I'll get Scorpion out of the hell and help you fight. Like you said,
I can't interfere.
You said you can't interfere.
Yeah,
But
he's basically full of lies just by looking at his poor CGI like lightning eyes of like every time he has a close headshot.
I've seen better filters on Instagram.
Yeah. But yeah, like when you two both mentioned Raiden, yeah, he doesn't do anything. But if you want to compare like a Raiden, like in the first Raiden, he protected the Earth Realm's champions. He protected Sonya. He protected Johnny Cage and Liu Kang, who are on that boat and on their journey to the island to compete in
And
Mortal Kombat.
he didn't take any crap from Shang Tsung when he tried to break tournament rules, which was fighting before the actual event.
Mm-hmm.
It just seems like I liked Christopher Lambert as Raiden. I know there was a big fuss about him being a white guy playing this character. But he definitely has that intimidation factor of a mentor and someone who's there to protect Earthrealm. Whereas this guy is, I think he's just given like color by numbers. Like, hey, this is your character. Do what you can with it.
Yeah, but the other Raiden in Scorpion's Revenge, he does something. He does a lot. Like in the animated movie of Scorpion's Revenge, he was involved in the Mortal Kombat, but he was just there standing as like a coach. Like Shang Tsung has his champions, Quan Chi has his own champions, and Raiden has their own champions. Like each of these three sorcerers or unique like god powerful beings, like they have their own champions. And if they're like enjoying their casual times, or when they're like not in an official combat, like these three powerful beings will protect their champions no matter what until the Mortal Kombat is official. Yeah. If I were to challenge Cody to a Mortal Kombat, then it's official. Then it's official tournament. But if I have not declared Mortal Kombat, that means like Cody's like coach or my coach could interfere of us stop fighting until the official tournament starts.
Yeah.
I want to tell you what I have. The biggest problem I had with this movie, first off, what is up with the dragon tattoos? Like, I'm going to tattoo. I'm going to be in a tournament.
No,
Arcana.
Yeah. And the fact that their powers are gained through frustration and training, I'm just like, wait a minute. Hold up. Just a second. That is not how that works. Why can't they already be established with these powers? Just because they come from Earthrealm doesn't mean that they didn't. Kano had his eye completely cut out, and that's why he had the mechanical eye plate with the laser, and then it became a superpower. Like, okay, there you go. That's some writing right there. Good job, guys. Participation trophy. But no, I did not like that they turned these powers into a you've got to earn them thing. And it really was weird that Kano. I liked Kano. I loved his character. I just hated how he was treated in the movie because of the whole earning the powers thing. He was a threatening character because of his abilities in the video games and in the animated show. And I just think that it was just a really weird really weird thing that they put in there. Earning powers, earning abilities.
Ryan, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's stupid because like yeah, in the games they had powers, but you didn't. So what's funny is like I don't like it because like, so I think Sonya can be special because she has no marking. That's why I'm like, really? Like Sonya legit kicked up Kano's ass. I'm like, and so it means so example. So let's say Clement has a marking and I accidentally beat him up by accident, so I become powerful, get powers. That's not fair. See?
You know, Sonya also kind of upset me. Her character was a very fleshed out character because she was a badass in general, even in the video games.
Mhm.
But what I liked about her character in the original movie was that she had a reason to pursue Kano, a reason to follow is because he killed her partner, and it made it seem like she had a purpose and there was reasoning for it. And here she's just there to be there.
Yeah.
Like, did they ever explain why she was even there? Contact this woman, Sonya Blade, and there she is.
Yeah, I mean, because well, in the story, because in this story, she was tasked to find out what Mortal Kombat was, because like basically a ghost military, but it even doesn't say that too. They even tell her why she tasked with this mission. No motivation. Well, that is the motivation, but it was so unrealistic. Also, speaking of Kano, best part of this film. I don't care what people say. He carried this film. Shout out to the actor who played
He
Kano.
must have some incredible back pain carrying this
Yeah.
film on his
Yep.
shoulders.
Shout out to the actor who played Kano. He was amazing. His jokes were on point. He legit was the audience. Like, what the fuck is this?
I laughed at everything that he threw out there. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of having a hard time not laughing at it. But Kano being the comedic relief, probably the best choice of this movie.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
and then like when he got the heart, I'm like, oh, they did a fatality for the game. Kano
Yeah.
wins. I'm like, oh, and his laser beam. I have freaking laser beams.
Better than fireballs, you wussy.
And also, what's funny is like his heel turn. I was not mad. I was like, oh, that's gonna happen. Yep, that's Kano. That's Kano.
You gotta have your Australians with the freaking laser beams attached to their heads.
Kano wins.
Kano
You
wins.
effing beauty.
And then what else? What else happened?
Oh wait, can I want to mention my opinion on the Arcana thing. Like, okay,
Go ahead. Yeah.
okay, okay. So you have to have this symbol in order to compete in Mortal Kombat. Okay. Last time I know that these champions, they don't need like these special invitations to compete in Mortal Kombat. And also, if you have this marking, you will reach to your full potential and unleash your inner power. Okay, so Liu Kang's inner power, fireball. Kano, laser eye, and Sonya is those like sonic
Gauntlets,
purple sonic purple blasts out of her wrists or her arms. And let's see, Jax. Oh, he lost his arms, but the monks carefully like gave him mechanical arms. But if he reaches when he unleashes his Arcana, his arms just got fully upgraded into like cyborg style from like DC Comics. And I don't know how, but what I do, but the Arcana thing, I find it kind of like poor and mediocre. Like it was unnecessary, but if we were to show these characters that they have these special abilities, I would like to see like a different direction other than you just need to have this symbol on or this birthmark of a dragon on you, you know.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like a stationary MacGuffin. It wasn't something they went looking for. It was something that they had to earn, and I don't understand why that was the driven force for about, I think, 10 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, because Mortal Kombat, all these characters, they have that skill, they have that abilities.
That's why they're chosen to begin with. Just completely get like no reason at all. Just shove them in there and make them earn.
Yeah, but you can get it if you train. That's how Kano got his laser again. Come on, unleash your Arcana. But I can't take another beating. Come on, Cole. Find your inner arcana.
And his inner arcana is, oh, my daughter and wife are getting their butts handed to them.
I know, like, so stupid. I'm
And
like,
the bracelet.
Yeah, and his
And
arcana
Trinity.
is literally the tech suit from Black Panther.
see,
I become Tin Man from the guy with the iron fist.
you know what's funny? Cole Young should have just been Scorpion.
That I was expecting that the whole time. I was just like, wait a minute, they could use him to bring him back as Scorpion.
Yeah, Cole Young should have just been Scorpion. Like, you didn't need to make another character. You get like even the marketing is fake. The marketing for this movie is like, oh, they all focus on Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Okay, that actually looks cool. But I didn't expect Cole Young. I'm like, what the hell? Who's this guy? I'm like, dude, like, if you're not gonna do Liu Kang, at least focus on those two characters. Like, there's no bad guys, there's no good guy. Like, those two are actually focused on those two. That's why it's Mortal Kombat. You're gonna do that, but this is what we got. So Cole Young is now our protagonist for the next two movies. Unfortunately, I mean, let's see, maybe
we could watch him die and be happy in the second movie.
Oh my god.
Okay, just give him the Joel treatment from The Last of Us, and I'll be okay.
Oh my god. So,
I don't care.
So anyway, there's a lot of characters in this film. I mean, who's that guy? Shang Tsung?
Shao Kahn.
Shao Kahn. I'm actually glad he's in this movie. I'm actually glad he's in this movie. He actually did well in the original one. He kind of was killed off in the beginning. The movie didn't do shit in the original '95 film. I'm actually glad they actually made him do stuff in this, and he actually brought back his sombrero.
No, you're talking about Kung Lao.
Oh, you mean Kung Lao?
Kung Lao, yeah. So at least he had his sombrero.
Mm.
Overall, yeah, he was a good. I liked him. He was a really good character. He could have been. He was kind of dickish, but that's the reason why he was dickish. So what's funny is sad is same thing when he died. It all got wiped.
That was a pointless death.
It was.
And you know what really made me mad about his death was that Liu Kang actually said something that makes sense. Is like, if one of us were to die, we were going to die together. And Raiden just turns to him with an overhead shot. I'm sorry, Liu Kang. Like, are you sorry? Wait a minute. This is like a pact thing, and you're just going to be like, whoops.
And you're not going to interfere, but yet you interfered. So you just see the writing. It's so hypocrite.
Oh, and don't remember when Kung Lao was introduced, he was said grand champion. He was the grand champion. So, Raiden, you did not protect your grand champion.
Yeah, that's the grand champion. That's the best fighter you have.
You know, the thing is that Kung Lao is, yes, his really weird, like that way he did that. What in the world? Like, he really had to fish for that soul, apparently.
Like, Kung Lao do at least, like, fight his wrist or try to do something.
Okay, so the thing is that with Kung Lao, he is in the mythical aspect. Liu Kang is the chosen one just because he is a descendant of Kung Lao. Mm-hmm. And Kung Lao has in history been a kind of a character who does get defeated, but he's always brought back somehow in some way. So spoiler alert, for 2 years from now, he's going to be in the movie again. Like, it's going to be a huge shocker when it happens.
The evil Kung Lao.
Watch them do that. That would be pretty. Well, it has been done in the games and stuff. I think in the recent game, didn't they have like some kind of zombie version of these characters? The evil reincarnation or something. Which that would be amazing if they have Kotal Khan come in to be a character. They've never actually had him in a movie before. It would be nice to see him.
Shinnok was the one who created those dark versions of the champions that died.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, we talk about Kano. We talk about Liu Kang, which didn't do anything. Well, he did.
Okay,
sideline.
We talked about Sonya.
Let's talk about Shang Tsung.
Oh God, no. Yeah, no. Oh,
How long was he in this movie? He
No.
was barely in the movie.
and he's
Ah!
the villain. Oh, I could not take him seriously.
Okay, so I love Mortal Kombat, and Shang Tsung is by far one of my favorite characters in Mortal Kombat. Like, who does not love the iconic catchphrase, "Your soul is mine"? Like, that is just memorable.
He
And
does say it in the movie, doesn't he?
well,
Yeah,
yeah, he does, but
yeah, your soul is mine.
yeah, but in the first Mortal Kombat, the 1995 version, and like the actor who plays Shang Tsung, like he even came back as like Shang Tsung in the video game, his own
Yes,
voice.
he did as of recent, and he was Shang Tsung again in Mortal Kombat Legacy 2. I
Yeah,
remember that.
yeah, and he is such a great character. But but in this movie, he's just I don't know where he get his costumes from, but it doesn't make any sense at all. And like all he ever does is just, hey, you do this, you do that. No, Sub-Zero,
He's a
you
commander
go,
of
you do this.
legions.
I will sit on my throne up on the high mountains where the cliffs are, and oh, I am just gonna make scary entrances through the dark clouds, and I will stare at you with my black cat eyes.
Can we explain the cloud thing real quick? That whole damn time I was watching the movie, I was like, wait, is smoke in this movie? Like I literally thought that was like a smoke thing. Or like Noob Saibot. Like which one could I thought that would have been like it would have made sense if they put one or the other in there for them to transport everybody to these different areas. But it's just something that happens. Did they say Shang Tsung's the one that summoned up this power?
No, well, the new when you mentioned Noob Saibot, like that was the Sub-Zero who is in this movie, because Sub-Zero in this movie is
Bihan.
Bihan, and if since he died in this movie, he's probably going to
He's gonna
come
come
back
back as
for
Noob.
the sequel as Noob Saibot. So that means our next Sub-Zero is Kuai Liang, and Kuai Liang is Sub-Zero's or Bihan's brother. And if the actor is coming back for another role in the Mortal Kombat movies, I have a feeling like maybe a twin alike.
Would make sense. I mean, they did that in Annihilation, if I remember correctly. His brother was an ally.
No, well, let's see. I mean, again, it's confused because he said he's going back for 4 movies. He signed for 4 movies, so
Yeah. Oh yeah, Ryan, you didn't give us your thought about Shang Tsung. I didn't hear your thoughts.
he was not threatening enough. I'm sorry. Like the reason why I like the original guy, the original actor played second. That was That was legit. Oh, dude, that was intimidating. He's not intimidating. I mean, no offense to the actor. I bet he's a good actor, but he was not intimidating for me. Plus, he didn't do anything.
No, he was barely in the movie. I think I could clock in maybe 5 minutes of him and of footage of him in this movie.
I know. Like even Cabal had more screen time. Come on.
And he had
Yeah.
some really terrible lines too.
Yeah, and wait, why did Cabal talks? And I remember Cabal did not speak in the game. So I don't know.
I think his soul sucked.
Yeah. Overall, that's the case. So we talked about Cabal. He was, was just there to be like talk boy, make heel turn.
Gotta admit, Cabal looks great. He looks just like he does in the video game.
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
Well, yeah. So Cabal, he is like a very unique character in Mortal Kombat, and Cabal, we all know him as he was the partner of Stryker. Like there was a character named Stryker in Mortal Kombat, and he's like Stryker's partner, and then he got burnt or got seriously injured because of Kano. And Cabal then thinks of himself as a monster because of all these gears that's keeping him alive, because Kano did damage him pretty hard, and that's why he has to wear these gears, like the mask and all, and that tank that is strapped on his back. But in this movie, we have no background about Cabal. He's just there, and it made me not want to care about him.
Which is crazy. Is apparently they do Kano and Cabal do have some kind of history in this movie. It's been established they know each other.
Yeah,
So-
but only a small brief. But with the small brief and the short interactions, like with Cabal, like he's just there. And this movie did not make me want to care about Cabal. Like he's cool, he's awesome in the games, but in the movie, he's just there. And the movie did not make me want to care about the characters. Yeah.
All right. I think we should go ahead and talk about probably the best part of this movie.
Yep.
Okay.
Best two parts is, I think, Scorpion and Sub-Zero. First off, that first 8 minutes of the movie, flawless, beautiful. I did like the introduction. There you go. He's putting on the mask again. Nobody cared who I was till I put on the mask.
I am Sub-Zero.
But I was waiting the whole movie to see Scorpion and Sub-Zero fight, and the payoff was amazing. I also noticed that they fixed Scorpion's "Get Over Here" in the movie compared to the trailer. I think a lot of people were barely under him. Get over here! Like in the trailer, you barely hear him, but they did fix it in the movie. But yeah, the actor who plays Scorpion, genuinely, I enjoyed his emotions, his the way he reacted to certain things, which he had to remove his mask just for that to be a thing. I liked his reaction when he saw Cole Young's family frozen just like his. He seemed like he was genuinely concerned for these people, even though I wasn't. But yeah, Scorpion was a great, a really good part of this movie. Not only because he had some backstory, he's one of the more established characters in the movie. He was just really badass. I thought he was a great adaptation of a really, really iconic character, I guess. So, yeah.
Right, Ryan, your thoughts on?
Yeah, same thing. I was hoping I would focus on them because I want to know their backstory. But it's okay, maybe but there's fight scenes. Oh my god, the ending was the best part of that film. The ending, the beginning and ending was the best parts. Scorpion, I don't care
was
about,
just there.
I'll say the buns was the best part. So you had two legit sexy ass awesome buns and crappy meat inside. See, that's why I talking about this movie. The first bun, the top bun, is the Scorpion versus Sub-Zero in their human form, and the final one is them, and they're now superpowered. See, that's my overall.
And in the middle is the Nasty Patty from SpongeBob.
Nasty Patty, that's right. Overall, yes, I love Scorpion and Sub-Zero in this movie. They did a lot of stuff, and I'm hoping the next film you can show more on that. And do a spin-off film focusing on these two clans. I would like to see that.
Yes, that would be amazing. A Lin Kuei versus, what is Scorpion's heritage?
Shiraryu, the Shiraryu.
Shiraryu, yeah. I would love to see that. Hell, they could probably call it that. Lin Kuei versus Shiraryu. It'd be, people would understand.
Yeah.
You never know. Maybe. Just keep in mind, Scorpion's not really a good guy. Because the thing is, this film makes him no, he's not. Scorpion's not a good guy.
Oh yeah, it's circumstantial though. I mean, it was his descendant, his family bloodline at stake.
Yeah.
If that wasn't the case, he would probably have been fighting for Shang Tsung.
Yeah, so that's
which
why
I thought was going to be a thing. I thought that was what was going to, they were going to be working together.
Yeah, so that's why guys. I don't know if they'll do it, but Scorpion guys is not a good guy in the games. But let's see what happens. But because I kind of want to see Sub-Zero's point of story. Maybe he hates Scorpion because maybe he killed his family or killed his clan. See, because you notice when he killed Hanzo, he even said finally in a sad way for the Lin Kuei, but not but he's like, I finally did it. I avenged my family. I avenged somebody.
Or the Lin Kuei can just be a cult following that happens to be.
I don't know.
Well, we don't.
Never really, Sub-Zero's original, it was just kind of like a war between the two clans. It's kind of like the Bloods versus the Crits. There was really
Oh
no
gosh.
Oh my god! See, so there you go. That's what I mean. All right.
that's pretty much it. There was
Alright.
no establishment other than the fact that
Okay, yeah.
All right.
Well, yeah, so my thoughts on the Scorpion versus Sub-Zero, like the beginning is great. No doubt. And I am so happy that Hiroyuki Sanada, like for being Scorpion, like he has done so much in the entertainment business with his like his own natural like martial arts skills during his prime, and today he still got it. And thank you for your roles in the Wolverine and the Avengers Endgame, as like he was in two Marvel projects, and it's just great to see him as Mortal Kombat Scorpion. And also Joe Taslim, awesome as Sub-Zero. But yeah, at the end, I love the fight. It is so like it's like an art. Like the fight between those two, it's like Mortal Kombat art.
that
Like
was
you
like
have
the main focus of the movie. I feel like it was just like, hey, we got this on paper. This is what everybody wants, but what are we gonna do for the filler?
we don't know, so we might as well just throw in the characters randomly in there.
Yeah.
But as the fight at the end, like the only question that remains is like, how did Scorpion reappear like at that scene when Sub-Zero like took that throwing spear from Cole? Because remember in the middle of the film, like didn't Raiden like gave him like a piece or a memorabilia of like his bloodline?
Okay, so that was why by the end of the movie, Cole looked at Raiden and said, "I thought you weren't allowed to interfere." Do you remember when he said that line? I think that was like a jab at the fact that Raiden brought Scorpion in.
He did because Scorpion's from hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I gathered that. So
Yeah.
there you go. There's your explanation.
Yeah. So overall, yeah, it's been great. Okay. So Molina was there, to be a villainess. Just there.
I don't think I was. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of her.
Yeah, Ryla was just there, just to show off the characters and Kali mod by Kano.
Yeah. First off, Reptile. He was only there for a cool scene. He just wasn't like the Reptile I wanted.
Oh, Reptile. Sorry,
Yeah.
I said Ryla. Reptile. Sorry, bad.
Yeah.
Ryla. Right. Oh, the Jax. Jax was underused.
He was.
I mean,
He got more love as a meme than he did in this movie.
I know. So I can't even talk about him because he was underused. No offense to the actor, but overall,
Yeah.
He did have a cool scene. I did like that they established his like the exploding arms. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. Like bam, like okay, that's it. Okay, overall, yeah, the fighting was amazing. So overall,
let's talk about since you said this, we're gonna have spoilers in this. We might as well talk about the ending with the
Johnny Cage.
Yes.
Yep.
So first off, I am going to start a petition. Ryan Reynolds needs to play Johnny Cage.
Yes, Ryan Reynolds is Johnny Cage.
Okay.
Ryan Reynolds needs to play Johnny Cage.
Man, if Deadpool himself plays as as Johnny Cage in the sequel Mortal Kombat, I think we should all have like a little taste of like maybe a Deadpool or maybe a Green Lantern quote if he was in Mortal Kombat. Like imagine he says a quote from Green Lantern or like a quote from Deadpool when he's in Mortal Kombat. I think everybody will catch that.
I would love for them to do that quote from the first movie. Those are $500 glasses, a-hole.
Yes.
It would make more sense for him to do that, like, uppercut to the junk, like, in the video game. Like, Ryan Reynolds has those qualities. It's not just because he was Deadpool to me. I think he looks the part. I think you put him in, in that movie and say it's Johnny Cage and put on sunglasses and he just fights. I think he's perfect. So.
Oh, and can you imagine, like, okay, of course, Deadpool in the first movie, his iconic quote is like, "Where's Francis?" Right? Imagine he says, "Oh, come come on, you're my agent. Come on. Or like his agent name is Francis. So like, I'm gonna find you, Francis. I know what you sent me to this weird dimension of this Mortal Kombat, and you think this is part of my paycheck. Well, I'm gonna find you, Francis. Mark my words. He's gonna hang up his casting agent that is Francis. That'll be funny.
Well, I've also I really want him to be Johnny Cage just because I also have his beautiful signature right there. Oh, look at that.
Oh yeah.
So beautiful. So gorgeous. But not just because just for him playing Deadpool, he was Pikachu. Now he could be Johnny Cage. It would be amazing. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think anybody could be casted better as that character, to be honest, unless they brought back Lyndon Ashby to play the role.
Oh yeah. Okay, so we've already talked about all the characters. Then, okay, overall. Wait, did we talk about the overall thoughts of our thoughts about the story?
All right, so I'll go first, and we'll finish this off the ranking because it's almost 1 hour.
Yeah.
So overall, story is meh. Fighting was what kept me into this movie. Like the fighting, like, oh yes, I love the fighting, and plus the fatalities were in there. Could have done better writing wise, but again, this is the prequel to the tournament, so the tournament will happen. So let's see. All right, overall, I give this.
Let's give it a buttery review since we have this buttery show. Let's give it like no butter, low butter, regular butter, and extra buttery.
Okay, so it's low butter.
I think extra buttery should be like a 5 out of 5 feeling. A medium buttery is a 4. A regular buttery is like a 3. Low buttery, and then no butter is like a 0 or something.
Me, it's I would say medium buttery then. Medium.
A 4 out of 5.
Wait, 4? Oh, then low. No, sorry, low buttery. It's like low. No, it's not that good.
Low buttery, it would be like a 2 out of 5.
That's 3 out of 5.
Huh?
So 2. Then low buttery. Then I give it 2 out of 5. 2 out of 5. There you go. 2 out of 5.
2 out of 5. That's that's a low buttery. For a 1 out of 5, let's say no butter.
Yeah. How about you, Cody?
I'm going to say 3 out of 5. So what that would have been?
Regular butter.
I'm going to say regular butter, mostly because, first off, I agree Ryan's right about the fact that the fatalities in the fights are what kept me invested. But I also liked some of the characters. I liked Kano. I liked Kung Lao. And I actually geeked out over this movie. But again, I don't think I'm going to sit there and watch it. I'm going to watch it again when I get it on Blu-ray. But how invested in the movie will I be for a second go around?
We actually had 4 viewers here, but only 1 comment. So, Bo, Maya, I know you're here. We'll just do 1 comment because there's only him.
Oh yeah. Oh wait. I would give this a low buttery because like this movie, what kept me going was the fighting, like Ryan mentioned, but the story did not keep me interested. The characters, I feel like they were poorly used, and I just seem to don't care if the whole movie make me feel like I don't care if they ever come back. But the fighting is what kept me going. But the story, I feel like it's too much of a rush, poorly executed, and it could have been better if people who worked on Mortal Kombat or know the project were involved. And it's just sad, but I feel like this movie released is only making the video game more profitable.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
there are more comments on the side here, Ryan.
It's just Belkin. But yeah, I mean, yeah. So we're on to 17. I hope Sync to my biggest fan.
Oh, that would be pretty cool. They did that in the first movie. That was a great fatality.
Raiden is a jerk. Yeah, see, like you mentioned.
There you go.
Yeah. See, I mean, whatever happened to Smoke, Scorpion, Frost, they show up in one scene in our. Again, that's Annihilation. But guys, so I mean, not bad for a first start. Yes, we were hoping for some more viewers, but again, we have let
I
it go.
promoted it everywhere. Why aren't you guys listening?
That's okay. Again, this is just for chill. This is just our chill session. Chill session.
Yeah.
Yeah, just for chill. We do it just to chill out. I mean,
We're about as chill as Sub-Zero.
yeah.
Mm.
That's basically how you talk about the movie. Next time you see us, I might review, either Loki. We're going to do Loki. We'll do Loki.
When's
Loki.
that supposed to be coming out again?
I forgot. Loki.
Time for a fact checker.
Loki. We might watch. Oh, the High School Musical one with no.
I'm not going to be there for that. June 11th. You have a long time for Loki. A month.
Fine. Then I'll do High School Musical the musical with Naomi then. I'll get us abuse, Cody. Don't worry. A lot of people like High School Musical, so.
Look, way past my time. Okay, I was a teenager by the time High School Musical came out.
I mean, we could do old movies if you want. It's up to you.
So in this case, we are not all in this together, Ryan. I'm sorry.
Or all in this.
No, we're not.
Oh, come on.
He's gonna grab his wildcat now.
Come on, Cody.
Okay. Cody, you.
I can't nerd out to this. I can't. It's Zac Efron and Ashley Tisdale and a bunch of freaking people from the early 2000s. I can't.
Oh,
no.
could shed the game.
Someone's gonna gif Ryan doing this so we could just use it against him.
I don't think if we do, I think he'll be proud or something.
Wow, that's
he's not gonna be annoyed like Leonard is Psycho Fox.
Oh Lord.
Wow, that's in the house. Okay. All right. Anyway, so yeah, that's the first podcast of the Buddy Show. Again, for people who watched this already after this is published, hope you guys enjoy this review. If you like it, please subscribe, and subscribe and follow us at the Buddy Show. So till then, where can I find you, Clement?
So you guys can find me on Instagram, CLao1031, and I'm also hanging around the Morphin Network, and also we'll make some appearances at the Buttery Show. So yeah.
10 viewers now. Come on, guys. Now there's 20 viewers. Anyway.
We can get there. We can do it. We can establish this as a really fun show, like Siskel and Ebert at the movies, but modern.
Again, guys, it's gonna be a process, but we're willing to do it. I mean, this is just a chill session. So.
Maybe we should just argue with each other and call each other names for not agreeing with each other. Clement, you're wrong. Yeah.
You're wrong. Get over here.
All right, man. So, Cody, where can I find you?
They can find me in Earthrealm doing my YouTube channel called Cody's House of Geek. I just do random videos on a bunch of nerdy things, unboxings, video gameplay. I can't do movie reviews now, so I'm doing it here. And you can find me here on The Buttery Show, I'm sure. And I also have a page called Growing Up in the 90s on Facebook. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can find me on Instagram, DancerBoy7, and please follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, at the Morphin Network, as I also do Power Ranger reviews. And, of course, The Buttery Show. So,
and you can find him in the next High School Musical.
Yeah, so, okay, fine. We are going to be reviewing the first episode of High School Musical, the musical of the series, Season 2. It'll be me and Noemi doing it, so if you guys like it, we'll watch it. All right, guys, this is The Buttery Show. We're signing out. Bye. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, now I can't. It's copyright. All right, bye, guys.